Hey everybody, this is Hadrian. Thanks for watching. Let's play some more Total War Attila in our Turtle Empire series. We have a lot of money to spend, and we need to spend it. I'm going to go visit the Sassanids, and you know what? I'm going to give them a lot of money. Because I just want to do as much as I can to make sure I'm absolutely ready to move on them before we stop paying them and before we let that relationship degrade. Because this entire border is just going to light up as soon as the Sassanids go to war with us. Their satrapies are Parthia, Atropatene, Mazan, and Armenia. Armenia is the main one, so Armenia is up here. So we're going to need to fight them at the same time as we fight the Sassanids. Thankfully, none of these other factions are actually connected to the Sassanids. Let's have a quick look. Yeah. So we don't have to worry about going to war with anyone else on our border. That's actually pretty good. Sometimes there's like 3 or 4 factions on the border that really cause problems. All right, Cidamus. Let's see if there's anything we can do here. Yes, there is. I'm going to build... I guess there's not really a lot of options other than... I didn't want to have a wealth-based building here, but... I guess I will build a local industry building. That's funny. I didn't anticipate being able, or really even wanting to have one of those there. But hey, what can you do? Alright, I need to upgrade this area more. There's so much growth that's happened up here. I'm really neglecting this. Alright, Thessalonica probably needs a capital. Actually, what they need is we need a rally field so that we have additional training capacity in this area. So that's what I'll do. I'll build this up as a training area. And then Corinthus is one of the most protected towns. Also, you know what? Let's go ahead and build a statue carver. Now, how are we doing on religious influence? Probably next turn we'll actually be at 35%. Let's end the turn and then get ready to make a lot of money from that conversion to Greco-Roman paganism. We will embrace the old ways. We will finally be the true Roman Empire again, at least as far as what we believe and the gods that we embrace and the temples that we can build. Caledonians want peace? That's fine. I think I started to mention, but maybe didn't complete the thought. The Visigoths want peace too. Awesome. In the previous episode, you know, as many of these kind of northern European factions and Western European barbarian factions, the Swabians want peace too. Great. The more of them I have peace with, you know, they will like me. Like, all those factions will have a better opinion of me because I have, you know, I have good relationships with their neighbors and the people that are up in the area with them. Some will actually dislike me if I have good relationships with, say, a rival faction. But it generally helps when what you just saw happens. You have a bunch of different factions asking for peace, you know, from the same area. If you accept those requests, they will all collectively think better of you a lot of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. We're only making 16,000 per turn now. I'm guessing it's because we're building this army here, which is fine. Let's go back to the Sassanids and give them some more money. I am so ready to not be paying them every turn. So ready. All right, we're going to upgrade the bathhouse here. And we're also going to build a quarry so that we have better construction costs in this region. It will help us rebuild down here faster. Not everywhere, but most places. Now, this area, this building I've left untouched for the longest time because it's giving us extra public order and wealth. I'll go ahead and leave it. I mean, it's not hurting that much. We do have a food shortage issue here, though, so let me go ahead and build a wheat farm so that that is no longer a problem. Or at least not as big of a problem, right? All right, Ptolemaeus has grown a lot, so let's build olive trees because we're not taking advantage of that resource at the moment. Oh, wait. Is it time? It's time! Yes! There it is. We are a Greco-Roman pagan empire, and we have tons of gold. Also, our income just went up as a result of that. Don't ask me why. But we can now start building, as you can see, we're going to build consecrated grounds in Ptolemaeus. And we're just going to do what we can to start spreading the religion of that influence in as many ways as possible. Let's see. Did I just say spreading the religion of that influence? You know what I meant. Spreading the influence of that religion. Speaking of that, we could probably build a great theater in Ptolemais, but that's pretty expensive. I'd rather upgrade the cities. Right, in Thessalonica, we're also going to build consecrated ground. And weren't we setting this up to be a recruiting ground? I thought we were doing that. Let's do a rally field. I feel like nothing is building right now. Maybe that's why all the extra money comes in. Maybe it's actually kind of a glitch in the game. Yeah, that's what it is. That's totally what it is. That's why we got all that extra money, is that when you convert religions, it cancels all of your building projects and it refunds them. Okay, well that's actually not as fun. Stupid game. Okay. Because we were converting Cidamus away from its city type. Wow, that's obnoxious. All right, we're going to build that legionary barracks again here. It's already built in Leptis Magna, so that's good. Now let's start looking around again. All right, we also, let's go ahead and build a consecrated ground here as well. And here, why not? I want to really start spreading this religion. And here. We're gonna have this stuff all over the place. We're not gonna have one in Constantinople. We definitely need more food in Constantinople though. So let's see, we can protect Tremontium a little bit more easily. Looks like our man here has leveled up. That's excellent. Extra recruitment capacity. Let's see, what else can we do? Just going to give him abilities to help move down the chain. Alright, that army's still training. This spy is on his way to this territory, so we're going to have him... I'm just going to give him assignments that will give him experience. Alright, so he's failed, but he wasn't discovered. Now we have an army. There we go. Yeah, this army's making its way to Leptis Magna. It's going to be in the Macomades area this turn. Now, in the next turn, it should be able to make it all the way to Sabrata, which is where I want it. So what I'm going to do... Now, I'm not going to move this army out of Cidamus just yet, because public order will suffer. Actually, yes, I will. Let's see, we'll move him right here. And then we're going to... Oh, crap! I moved below my movement point threshold. Well, damn it. In that case, I'm going to move all the way to the border. Screw it. And then the next turn, because I'm still in my territory, I will turtle up. That'll help the army rebuild. I'm actually going to go ahead and move. No. I'm not going to move that army just yet because I don't want to leave Sabrata wide open. But the next turn, we will do a changing of the guard there. This army will go there, and this army will go there. Okay. We still have a lot of money to spend, so I'm just trying to make up my mind on all this stuff. Go ahead and build a reservoir in Novodrona Vostra. I feel like some of the stuff we're building... Yeah, we need to build a wheat farm in Macomades to help with that food shortage. We were trying to stave off some food shortages with some of these things that we were building, and now I'm trying to remember everything that was supposed to be built. We need gems in order to build this goldsmith, but soon we will have gems. We'll go ahead and upgrade this trade wharf in Constantinople. And why not go ahead and upgrade to an aqueduct in Constantinople as well? Down to 10,000 gold. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and upgrade these two cities in Egyptus. That'll really help with wealth and road development, which will help with trade. Also, what can I build here? How are we doing on sanitation? Sanitation looks really good on account of the aqueduct network. So, why not do some... Yeah, let's do a Statue of the Divine. Additional influence for our state religion, which will help with public order. The more people believe this in as many provinces as possible, the better off we will be. Iconium, can we build a shrine? Nope, don't quite have the money. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this province, though, because We have so many spaces on which to build. So many. Alright, let's end the turn. We are officially a Greco-Roman pagan empire again. That part of Arcadius' vision has come true. And the old gods will continue to gain influence, especially now that we can build their temples again in the coming turns. So awesome. It's good that we've made peace with a lot of the barbarian factions north of Western Rome, too. It really just gives us the opportunity to chill for a bit and continue to consolidate our territory in northern Africa. The fact that we're about to capture an area that produces gems is hugely important. All right, we are almost done. The Gaetulians... It looks like the Gaetulians are making a move on Neapolis. Yeah, Rome, I think, is... I said this a few episodes ago, but I think Rome really is within just a few turns of falling. All right, desert attrition. I knew that was happening. We're going to fix that now. That army should fully repair in the next turn. This army should be able to make it all the way to Sabrata. It can, so we'll move this army to Sidibus, which will fix the public order problem there. And this army will move to Sabrata. There is not a public order problem there. And as soon as there is sufficient growth, specifically 7, we're at 5 right now, almost to 6, we'll build a temple in Leptis Magna. Definitely going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade Corinthus and Dyrrhachium. I'm going to pay the Sassanids. This might be one of the last times I pay the Sassanids right here. One of the last times. This spy is on his way back to Constantinople. Speaking of spies, I need to give this one something to do. Sweet! He's accomplished his mission, which means I can give him the ability to investigate corruption, and I can now send him... Oh wait, I can give him the full ability to investigate corruption. So I'm going to send him down... Where was our second most profitable province? Oh, they've actually changed. Looks like Syria is our most profitable province now. And that's fine. He's actually a lot closer to Syria. I'm still going to send the other one to Thracia. Like, it's still... I mean, I don't want much corruption in our capital. That's just the principle of the thing, right? So, let me take a look at promotions here. See what kind of ranks we can... We also have no one with loyalty issues. That's a property of the fact that we're respectable right now. We have a nice loyalty boost. Even if we were to drop down to balance, we would actually have more loyalty. So we're having a pretty easy time right now with our armies as far as maintaining control over everybody. It's good news. It's good. All right, Sidibus needs... I think I was building a quarry in Sidibus, right? That's something that I was doing. We'll upgrade this bathhouse as well. Why not? And Corinthus has fishing jetties. Dyrrhachium has trade jetties. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade, just to make sure there's never a food problem in this province, I'm going to upgrade the fishing wharf at Thessalonica. And we're going to end the turn. Pretty happy with how things are going. Pretty happy. This has been a surprisingly smooth campaign so far. Probably the smoothest I have ever fought as the Eastern Roman Empire. You know, it's interesting. When I'm doing Let's Plays, I've talked a lot, both on my channel and on like Reddit and other forums, like, people can be really critical of Let's Players. You know, people come over and they say, oh, you're doing a terrible job, you're making all these mistakes. Well, you know, because you're multitasking, because I'm talking to you while I'm playing, it's actually impossible for me to play as well as I would if I was just playing on my own. But there's also an interesting effect of accountability where, like, I'll give you an example. I always really struggle playing games of Crusader Kings 2. I really like the game, but I'm still struggling to get good at it. But I feel like if I actually do a Let's Play of Crusader Kings 2, I actually, because I know people are watching, I'm not as likely to get pissed off when things don't go my way and I don't have fun. Because this is a game. You're just trying to have fun, right? So when the game kind of punishes you, if you're playing by yourself, you might get upset. All right, Master of Soldiers completed his term in office. But, so it's interesting. You know, multitasking does affect my ability to play well, as it would anybody's. But, oh crap. Flavius Rufinus died. No, that sucks. All right, we're going to have Maximinus Calvinus then assume the commander-in-chief role because we need to have that rank filled. He was our heir. So technically we don't have an heir right now. But yeah, it's just, I think the alternate effect is kind of taken over, where because I know you guys are watching and enjoying the series, or most of you enjoying it anyway, there's just, I don't know, there's just, okay, good, this spy's ready to go. I've just had a pretty good time with it so far and haven't struggled too much. All right, so we've just investigated corruption. That didn't give us that much of an income boost. It's not as much of an income boost as you get in, say, Age of Charlemagne, which is a shame, but what can you do? They actually don't have any armies in their outer cities. I could do serious damage if I went ahead and declared war on the Sassanids right now. I'm not going to just yet because not all my armies are in position, but if they keep it that way, I might make kind of a preemptive strike on the Sassanids and just destroy them. That'll be fun. I might just wait for the right opportunity. Okay, this army is ready to march, and I think I can march. All right, good.
Let them cower like kenneled dogs.
All right. I'm going to encircle the settlement for now. That army is not strong enough to come around and really change the dynamics of this battle. So if we can have the settlement encircled for a bit, how many turns does it have? 4 turns until they start to die from attrition, 9 turns until they siege out. So, yeah. We're going to do our best to siege down Dimity and take control of it. I'm not going to give any money to the Sassanids this time. In 2 more turns, not 1 more turn, this army will be done training. And then we'll be ready to start looking for those preemptive strike moments. Alright, looks like this spy is able to get back to Antioch pretty quickly. So I'm just going to position him right here at this crossroads and reduce corruption. Now, is there anyone new that I can trade with? I mean, I've made a lot of peace deals.
We offer you honest welcome.
No, you don't, because you won't trade with me, you jerk. Okay. I have other stuff to build. Oh, yeah. Need to build a circus in Constantinopolis. And let's go ahead and upgrade these other cities in this province. Shall we? Go ahead and upgrade that farm as well, because we're going to need the additional money. Let's see here. We'll end the turn and see what happens at the beginning of the next one. Very peaceful right now. I wonder if the Sassanids have any idea what's about to hit them. I am really warming to this idea very quickly of just moving in with all the armies I have on their borders and taking away a number of their cities rapidly. I have the opportunity to do that. All right, we're about to see if the Egyptians that control Dimity are about to do anything in response to us. Their turn is coming up any second now. There they are. Yeah, they want a peace treaty. We're going to say no. They did not attack us. That's good. The Imperial Master of Horses has completed his term. Let's take a look at our available guys. Yeah, we really need to promote some people. So we're going to put Vettius Silas back up to a position he'll be happier with. Wow, actually don't have a lot of people. Oh, good. Imperial Master of Foot. Good, good, good. So we're able to fill some of those ranks. Our son should be, when he turns 16, I think we can designate him as our heir. We're only 37, so we're in pretty good shape as far as being able to, survive and be alive for a while longer, I guess. I kind of want to kill them while I have the chance. Huh. Salona belongs to those Western Roman rebels. And then there's a bunch of burned down provinces in this area. And then the Franks control Sirmium. There's a burned down province there. So we could start expanding into this area too. And recolonizing some of these areas and making more money. But I don't want to do that quite yet. I'm not quite comfortable with that idea. One more turn and this army will be done, and then we can start getting ready to attack the Sassanids. I mean, just look at this. They don't have troops. This army is in marching range of Nisibis. This army is in marching range of Nisibis too. You know, I could move one of these armies up to the border, and it could probably march to Arbela. So we could be within striking distance of their capital, and we could also probably take Dumatha from them as well. Let's see if we can do a quick recon glance. Look a little farther. Yeah, there is no one in Dumatha. So I could take Dumatha from them as well. 2 or 3 of their cities would fall in, and it's probably going to happen in the next episode or 2. So yeah, we're going to make a preemptive strike on the Sassanids and kind of neuter them, if you will. Take away their bravado, their ability to fight. And then going forward, we will continue to prepare to be able to defend this from the Hunnic onslaught. Let me go ahead and comment as I end this episode. As I was kind of saying earlier, things are going very well. Again, when you're Let's Playing, when you're recording these kinds of videos, you, as opposed to playing, when you're Let's Playing, because that's the verb, your attention is constantly split, right? So you're doing 2 things at once, and you're more prone to mistakes. But at the same time, because I know you guys are watching, I'm thinking more about what's happening. I'm not getting as upset when bad things happen because I know it adds to the entertainment value of what I'm doing, which wouldn't be there if I was playing by myself. It's been really interesting because I feel like I have made some mistakes, but for the most part, this campaign has gone much more smoothly. Maybe as a result of that second effect, where I know you guys are watching with me, and it's kind of a collective experience. It's gone much more smoothly than any Eastern Rome campaign I've ever done, with or without my mods. So it's just been very interesting to see it all happen. But it's been a lot of fun. I will go ahead and cut this episode here, and in the next one, like I said, we'll prepare to push into Sassanid territory. It's also time to do some new research. We have the money to do it. So we're going to upgrade. I'm going to do this right now. It's going to take 1 turn, cost 10,000 gold, and we'll be able to have the Praetorian compound. So we'll be able to begin preparing some of our most advanced units in the game. Not some of our most advanced, the most advanced units. So you get to see those in action very soon as well. And of course, we reconverted to Greco-Roman paganism. So we are well on our way to reestablishing the Roman Empire in spirit. And now we just have to move on the Italian peninsula and retake Rome, which at the moment is still in the hands of the Western Roman Empire, which is just in tatters. That's their only territory left. That's it. They're the 33rd most powerful faction in the game. They were still in the top 10 up until a few episodes back. But now, yeah, this is why we want to hit the Sassanids. The Sassanids are still the 2nd strongest compared to us. But we are probably overwhelmingly the strongest, which is why so many people made peace with us. Yeah, things are just going very, very well. It's nice to see. So again, thanks very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I upload new episodes in Eternal Empire every day at noon Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT-4 for those of you not in the States, and comments are always welcome. By the way, if you're watching this and Eternal Empire is over, it'll be something else in kind of a historical strategy or grand strategy slot at 12, and then I play survival, science fiction, and simulation type stuff in my 6 p.m. slot on my channel. So I hope you enjoy that as well if you ever take a peek. So again, thanks for being here, and I'll see you next episode.